Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video I want to talk about self-love. But before I go into the concept of self-love, I want to first of all talk about what self-love is not, because some people, when they hear self-love, what comes to their mind is the act of being self-centered, selfishness, pride. No, that is not self-love. Self-love is not proud. Self-love is not self-centered. Self-love is not selfish. Self-love is not wanting to be better than others. Self-love is not always doing anything just for you to be at the top. That is not self-love. So, coming to what self-love really means. Self-love is knowing oneself, understanding oneself, accepting oneself, living to become the best version of yourself. That is self-love. So when you're doing things that are detrimental to your health, you are not loving yourself. When you're always in a place that you're not needed, that you're not accepted, you do not love yourself. You are not practicing self-love. When you're always saying yes, when you really want to say no, you don't love yourself. And when you do not love yourself, you cannot go far in life. You cannot be successful. You cannot be a great person, because it is this love for yourself that pushes you to grow. Yes, when you discover yourself, you build yourself just to become the best of yourself. It is because you love yourself. And if you don't have this love in you, there is no way that you can love others in a way that is healthy. So you need love for you to love others. You cannot give what you do not have. So even according to the Bible, the greatest commandment of all is love. The first greatest commandment of all is love the Lord thy God with all your heart, your body, your soul, your mind, your strength. Yes. And then the second greatest commandment is love thy neighbor as you love thyself. So tell me, how are you going to love your neighbor without loving yourself? If you look at that statement straight, the main thing there is loving yourself. You need to love yourself first before you can now give that love to your neighbor. When you do not love yourself, you do not know how to love your neighbor. So it is good for you to discover yourself, know who you are, accept yourself for who you are. Don't always look at yourself and talk down on yourself. Not when you look at the mirror, you say, oh, I'm so ugly. Oh, I am shapeless. I'm a failure and all that. You know, there is power in the words of the mouth. And you do not need to be saying negative things about yourself. Always speak positivity to your life. So accept yourself the way you are. Learn to grow, like develop yourself. When you understand who you are, you accept yourself, you work towards becoming a better version of who you are. That is when you're moving towards success. That is when you have this drive to become a better person. So always learn to say positive things about yourself. Accept the way you are. Oh, this is my tummy. You are too big, but I love you the way you are. Oh, hello nose. You are too flat, but I love you. I love me the way I am. I love me the way God created me. There is nobody that looks as beautiful as you are. We humans, we are unique in our own ways. So when you are always comparing yourself to others, you do not love yourself. When you're always saying, oh, she's so this, she's so that, but I am so down, I am so bad, you don't say that, because each human being have their own uniqueness. So you need to learn how to bask in your own uniqueness. There is nobody like you. You can do great things on your own. So all you need to do is to accept yourself first. Know that thing that you are good at, learn to develop yourself, and you will see that you actually have a purpose in life. It is only when you begin to love yourself that you're able to discover this purpose. It is only when you begin to understand yourself that you can move forward. And it is only when you accept yourself for who you are that people's words against you, what people usually say against you, begins to matter less to you. Like you see those things that they usually tell you begin to be as though they are it's just trash. Yeah, I can remember when I was younger, I didn't like myself. Like growing up, I was growing so tall and so thin, and I didn't like the way I was. I was always told words that I did not like. I was always told words like Like when the wind blows, it's going to carry you. You're so slim. Look at you. You're going to break anytime. You're going to, like, words like that. At that time, I would always lock myself in the room and be like, God, why am I growing so tall? Why am I so thin? Why am I so this? Why am I so that? Those days weren't good days at all. Those days were bad days. And those things happened because I didn't love myself. Because when you love yourself, whatever people say about you matters less. Yes, because you already know who you are. You have already discovered who you are. You already accepted yourself for the way you are, for who you are. Always learn to stand up for yourself. Identify the things that makes you happy, the things that makes you feel motivated, the things that gives you hope in life. Gravitate towards them. And you identify those things that are always triggering you, those things that are making you feel lower, those things that are always putting down your self-esteem, those things that makes you feel less of yourself, and then establish boundaries. It can be a person, because there are persons like that. Yes, there are people that if they do not make you feel bad, they cannot feel good. They want you to feel low of yourself before they can shine. There are people that likes to step over you. Yes, and until you move further away from those people, you do not love yourself. And there's no way that you're going to grow if you do not have this self-love. Leave those people, establish boundaries, and you will go far in life. Only stay with positive things, things that makes you feel positive. Yes, do things that makes you grow, and you'll see that you're moving forward. Yes, in the past days, I didn't know how to respond to negativities. I would always cry. Yes, I used to be a crybaby, but not now. Because I've already learned what to say, how to respond. You know, there are things that you have control over, and there are things that you do not have control over. Things like what people think about you, their opinion of you, yes, what they say about you, what they say in secret about you, what they do to you. You do not have control over them. But what you have control over, you need to learn how to use it well. And that is how to react. Do you even need to react? Because there are some certain things that you don't need to react to. Some people are overthinkers. When a little thing happens, they tend to be thinking about it, and then it makes them feel bad, feel low for this. You're still thinking about one thing that doesn't even matter. If you love yourself, nothing can affect you. You tend to develop a thick skin against negative comments. They never touch you. That is the importance of self-love. Learn to love yourself. Understand who you are. Work towards perfection. That is, develop yourself, get your self-confidence, and you're good to go. Yes, so I've come to the end of this topic for today. We might continue another time, but for this time we are through with it. So thanks for listening, and please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe and share. Thank you for watching. Love you.